Hi everybody, this is Olga from Eagle, and in this video I'm going to keep sharing with you the stories behind some of my most favorite paintings at the Hermitage Museum. You know, the Hermitage is my favorite place in the whole world, and I have so many stories to share with you. Today I want to tell you about the painting by Francisco Goya called The Portrait of the Actress Antonia Sarte. Now, Antonia Sarte probably was the wife of Goya's good friend, and he created two portraits of her. This one is believed to be the official one, and in this painting she is depicted in her stage costume. She's wearing a turban with a little moon and a beautiful fur adorned robe. And it's amazing how well Goya depicts these different details, different fabrics in this painting. Now the thing is, we didn't have a Goya at the Hermitage until 1970s. And in 1970s, this painting was gifted to the Hermitage Museum by an American wealthy art collector, Armand Hammer. And you'd think, why would somebody, an American, want to gift a painting to a museum in USSR? And this is a question I also had, so I decided to look into it and find out who Armand Hammer was. His story turned out to be fascinating. His father was actually born in Odessa, and then he moved to New York, which is where Armand Hammer was born. In New York, his father was one of the very first members of the Socialist Party, and it's believed that he named his son Armand Hammer after the symbol of the Socialist Party, which was an arm and hammer, right? So he was a socialist. He had a chain of pharmacies, but under this cover, he also worked a lot with the Socialist Party. And it was not surprising that his son Armand eventually went to the USSR. He went when he was 23, and in the USSR, he met personally Vladimir Lenin. And when he was leaving, Lenin gave him his signed photo, which Armand Hammer cherished for the rest of his life. He then came back to the USSR and did a lot to work with this country. His company, for example, did a lot of trade with the Soviet Union, and it's even believed that Armand Hammer was a Soviet spy. Anyway, when 1930s came, it was Armand Hammer and his brother who were the middlemen between the museums in the Soviet Union and American art collectors. So they dealt lots of the Hermitage paintings that were sold in 1930s. They also dealt Fabergé eggs. They dealt the belongings of the royal family and other antiques. Of course, they were able to make lots of money from it, and Armand Hammer himself was able to marry a Russian actress. Armand Hammer himself was an art collector, and there is a Hammer Museum in LA where he has another Goya, a Rembrandt, a Van Gogh, and a Gauguin. So it does make sense that he gifted this painting to the Hermitage, right? A museum in the country that did so much for his well-being and his career. Well, isn't that story fascinating? And I have a lot of stories like this behind many pieces at the Hermitage Museum. If you want to know more, I invite you to join my Hermitage course that I'm launching on May 1st, 2021. And the course consists of video lectures, which are also supported by PDF files. So you will be able to listen to my lectures and then have written information about the paintings, the dates they were created, where they are located at the Hermitage. You can watch either the whole course from beginning to an end, or only watch the lectures on the topics that you are interested in. The lectures will be available to you indefinitely, so you can watch them as many times as you want. You can study them now, and then if you decide to come to Russia and go to the Hermitage, you can revisit the lectures again. So if you are interested in joining my course, there is a link under the video, and I hope to see you there.